What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to the chapters The Elves of the Mist Valley and Jill. Very interesting sounding chapters. Jill might be the name of the woman we met in the last chapter during this kind of haunted, I wouldn't say haunted wood scene, this kind of haunted tree scene that was really awesome. The tree ended up being a demon. I don't know if we've actually quite beat it yet, but really loved the kind of build up to the moment the demon appeared. Was really gross and disgusting, just as Berserk usually is, but yeah, really love that. Some very horrific kind of elements in there. The chapter beforehand, we ended up beating our first demon on our kind of now warpath of rage. I was going to say that Berserk is now on, that the Berserk Guts is now on. It was just a really awesome couple of chapters last time. Again, especially enjoyed that second one, but again, I think we can expect maybe some introspection into the woman that we kind of ended up saving, or are hopefully going to save in these chapters. But do let me know what you guys think of this episode down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. And let's get right into it, guys. Where did we actually end off last time? I can't exactly remember. We gave the wood a good beating. Massive, thick, and too far heavy. Massive, thick, heavy, and far too rough. Yeah, that was the woman's thoughts on Guts' sword. Yeah, I don't think we quite actually ended up killing this monster just yet. But yeah, I really loved the backstory for it. I'm not sure if that backstory was true. It kind of seemed true with all the nails in there. If it was, maybe that's how this tree kind of came to. Maybe the spirits kind of the spirits of these dead people are kind of imbued in the tree. That's probably what it is, isn't it? These kind of restless spirits are from their horrible deaths have been imbued in this tree. Unfortunate, really. That well, I guess it's kind of fortunate we're putting them out their misery, which is a good thing. But really unfortunate they kind of not exactly stayed alive, but stayed kind of conscious, I guess, even after their horrible deaths where their intestines got wrapped around a tree. It feels like that did happen just from the look of the tree, so it's not just some bullshit story, I don't think. Even if it was, it's a pretty damn cool story. But yeah, I really loved that aspect of last episode. But yeah, let's get right into it. It's been 2 years since the Black Sun appeared. 2 years now. I'm pretty sure it was a year in the last chapter, so I'm guessing we just kind of beat the tree. It looks like we've actually got the tree coming up down there though, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it was 2 years last chapter as well. In a certain forest deep within the mountain ravine, there was a monster. Or maybe it was a year for the start of the first chapter I covered last time, which was kind of meeting this whole new army, the holy chained something knights or something, or whatever. They've all got very strange names, haven't they? There was a monster. Sure was. I love how the trees look here. Very creepy, isn't it? It kind of feels like they all could be alive. This is what my initial thought. My initial thought was when I saw this. It's like a stormy night. Yeah, there it is. There's the tree monster. Yeah, these are probably all kind of people that died around this tree, aren't they? By so many of them. It was a dreadful, a fantastic spectacle. You're not wrong there, to be fair. I really like these new covers that they've got going on. But we've had the last couple chapters for the Conviction arc. Really like these. A man bearing a gigantic slab-like iron sword longer than his own body calmly placed himself before the monster. The Lost Children chapter. So we're still in these Lost Children bits, hey? Interesting. Yeah, I thought this series was actually a bit longer. Don't get me wrong, we've got loads left. Don't get me wrong, we've got loads left. But I think there's only, my friend said there's only 41 chapters, so we're like a third of the way through now, I think. I'm a bit surprised considering this manga came out so long ago. I'm guessing there must have been, because unfortunately the author died, rest in peace. There's probably maybe a few kind of health stoppages like there is in like Hunter x Hunter, for example. Some kind of suspensions perhaps. But obviously there's still chapters and volumes still coming out, which is good. Again, very interested to see kind of change. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Sacrifice? The branches come down. It does bleed. We saw that last chapter. Interesting that the tree bleeds. Wow. Again, I love the addition of this cape. It really adds a lot of, again, dimension. I mentioned this last time. It really adds a lot of dimension to the movements of Guts, and it helps flow with the scene really well. It actually adds quite a lot. I can kind of tell why, perhaps in the kind of superhero kind of golden age of comic books and such. I'm not really much of a comic book reader or anything. That why a lot of the superheroes have capes and such. I mean, I could just be chatting rubbish and it looks cool, but I feel like they probably found out that it adds a kind of another dimension to their drawing. Just a great addition. This is like one of the first comic book / manga things I've ever read, so it's just my kind of initial thoughts. That Guts is dodging pretty easily. I don't think he'd be stumped. No pun intended. Stumped by a tree. No pun intended. I guess that I've just realised that probably that kind of makes sense with the Vinland Saga episode I watched this week. They were trying to rip out stumps. I guess that's why it's called stumping something, because stumps are a motherfucker to get out of the ground. And you just kind of put that together. But this is almost like a bit of an Evil Dead reference as well, in not really, because there's probably been many like a haunted tree and such, but kind of reminds me again of the scene in Evil Dead 1 with the tree, where you follow the tree branch and it does some unspeakable things. I think does it happen in Evil Dead 2 as well? It happens in another Evil Dead. It happens in the remake, or the fourth one as well, I think. Happens too often. Happens too often in Evil Dead. That the rapey tree. Looks like it's doing a fucking hell of a job here. Doesn't actually look like it got guts, but it's got many a hole through its cape. Oh shit. A little smile, a little demonic smile. Look at this little demonic branch as well. But yeah, he's got his cannon in its mouth now. Damn. Although we know this isn't enough to kill some of them. Ka-ching! It almost just kind of looks like the faces on the front here, this explosion, but it is a load of pardon me, there is a load of smoke there. See how it rips open here. Look at its faces. Damn, that's a creepy look. Smoke coming out of its mouth like that. You would imagine fire would be very effective against this monster as well. That's pretty cool how the hand just kind of drops down. Guts just turns away. Again, look at this cape. Like I said, it's such a good addition. Stuff like this. Like, how are you meant to tell before he had a cape that he like whipped around like that? You can't. Again, it adds a lot. I really like the addition of this cape. As much as that's the thing with going from like a manga / comic book to a movie. In the manga / comic book, it adds a whole nother dimension. It's a brilliant addition. It looks good. In a movie or a live action kind of series or something, you're just like, why has he got a cape on? Why is he restricting his movement like that? It doesn't look cool. It's not useful at all. In fact, it's actually probably not good for you. But yeah, that's just a kind of disparity between the two. That's quite interesting, isn't it? There's plenty of stuff like that though, going from source material like a book to a movie and such. Again, it's what a lot of fans don't understand about like their favorite adaptations and such, especially with light novels and books that are really long. It's impossible to adapt everything and keep everything the same because movies aren't books. And I mean, it goes without saying, obviously, but again, some people don't quite understand that. And sometimes people and directors and such will want to put their own kind of spin on it, not just directly copy the exact word for word from like a book, for example, which I can applaud, to be honest. I prefer something slightly different than something the exact same, but a lot of anime fans especially don't like when that happens. They just want everything the exact same as what was in their manga. That's why I like Fullmetal Alchemist, the original series, quite a bit. It took a big spin on the original kind of story and Brotherhood, and I quite like the spin on it. Quite like the ending. It's quite sadder than quite a bit sadder than the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood ending. I didn't cry or anything, but it's quite a bit darker, should I say? Yeah, rant over. Got to look at these awesome scenes for a little while. Guts cuts off the big guy's head. Man, look at this. It really is everywhere, isn't it, this tree? These roots. Still smoking. Oh, it looks like we actually just cut it in half. And do you know what? I reckon this thing's probably still going to be alive. Oh shit, there's little spirits. I don't know why, I feel like this tree's a survivor. Badoom, push. Although it looks pretty done here. It looks pretty finished in this shot. No faces in sight. A lot of blood. I guess these were the spirits that were inhabiting the tree. I feel like it probably... You can't really gain too much from this, but the way this guy is holding his stomach like that probably are the inhabitants. These inhabitants are those people that had their intestines spun round from the way that person's holding himself, where their intestines would be. If we couldn't gather that already. As a little bit of light shines down, and a little bit of light shines down on these people as well, these unfortunate people. Like I said, it's actually quite nice that they're finally getting put out of their misery. Imagine that, you die by this method, which is disgraceful in itself, but then you're conscious for however long in this horrible place where this happened to you. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it? So again, I keep calling him Berserk. I don't know why. It's because we're kind of in that phase now, aren't we? Guts really has gone berserk, if you know what I'm saying. He's all for revenge. His main goal is revenge and destruction and killing. So he is just kind of berserk now, isn't he? Yeah, apologies if I call him Berserk in the future. But yeah, actually quite a nice thing we've done for these people, actually, isn't it? When you think about it. As bloody as it was. Looks like I got a little surprise here. I think I probably read this in the wrong order, didn't I? Yeah, I think we go from here, this, and then this, then down there. First I've seen the sun in 3 days. Pretty fitting moment as well. Pretty fitting moment indeed. Yeah, looks like we get a little jump scare here. Like I said, I feel like this thing's a survivor because there's so many little spirits attached to it. Little branches. Eek! Oh, let's go. Is this the reintroduction of what's his name? I forget his name now. It's been so long. Puck. I can remember it because of ReZero's Puck. I think is probably a direct reference to this Puck, isn't he? I mean, they're very similar, kind of small spirit, like, but obviously Puck isn't a spirit, but kind of that type of companion. I've got to think that Puck in ReZero is just especially because of the name, is just a direct reference to Puck from Berserk, isn't he? Puck and ReZero is really cool as well. I do like ReZero. Shum. Looks like he can actually beat demons as well. I never knew he had it in him. Little ones, little demons. Look at it, little scamper away. I don't know about you, I find these things quite cute. As messed up as their face looks. The maybe I'm the only person that thinks that. The Death Strike Bloody Needle. The what? Is that his special move? Is that what he's calling that? The Death Spike Bloody Needle. What is this? What's he actually doing there? Oh, it's something he's holding. I said, it looks like just like I've mentioned this twice in like a week now, but I'm not sure where else I mentioned this. But it looks like again a conker shell. They always howl good and loud when they get one of these. I think it was Puck again with one of these. Maybe that I mentioned that last week or last time I reacted to this. Good little bugger. But yeah, I do like Puck. He's a good bit of comic relief for a series that hasn't got too much comedy in it. I feel like you kind of need that a little bit with these very dark stories. You need a little bit of something to take you away, otherwise it will just be like watching the Chainsaw Texas Massacre, which is something new. It's good. It's a good movie. It's a decent movie. It's not as classic as everyone makes it out. It's probably done a lot more at the time to kind of influence people when it came out. Watching nowadays, every kind of movie is like that. Every movie with like a massive legacy is kind of like that. As someone who watched this stuff relatively recently, obviously kind of not relatively recently for me, but for the people that watched it originally, yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. But yeah, like I was saying, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is just dark, gritty, and yeah, it's got almost like the actual director said it was meant to be a dark comedy. There was some comedic moments, I guess, with the meal, but other than that, I did not see that movie as a comedy. It was just dark all the way through, pretty much. The remakes are actually pretty good of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Another tangent here, but I remember watching the remake in my caravan when I was in a caravan a fair few years back, and then I think I was maybe like 11 or 12, and I was quite scared watching. And then it was like the sun was setting, and I heard a chainsaw thing from my neighbours, and I just absolutely shat myself big time. And then I think I ended up watching, I like turned it off and ended up watching X-Men Origins Wolverine, and yeah, you guys know how that is. So it was you, Bug. Quite the memorable movie experience. Poking your nose into things. It's what I like to do, right? So yeah, at this point, I'm guessing all the stuff we've seen beforehand with Puck and Guts, like the first couple chapters of the series and everything from the start till when we started the kind of Griffith Eclipse arc. Not sure what to call it. The Eclipse, all the Eclipse stuff with Griffith and such. I'm guessing all that happened before that is kind of in the past now, and this is kind of carrying on from there, I guess. It obviously quite seems like Guts knows Puck. It's what I like to do, right? It's not like I asked you to beat up those bandits, Guts. Well, I guess it is true that I used you. Who knew that a monster would be? What? I'm no freaking bug. Oh, does she call him a freak? Yeah, I know, yeah, it looks like she's... I didn't even notice that. It looks like she's pretty put off. You just got saved, lady. Freak! What's Guts holding his sword like that for? Oh, it was holding it anyway. Looks like it was about to attack her. Or Puck, probably more likely. Why is she saying that? What? I'm no freaky bug. You don't have to do that after we saved you. You don't have to do that after we saved you. Pretty sure. What does that actually say? Can't remember what this one means. I know that adds a SU to whatever this is, I'm pretty sure. That means Sue by itself, but in a small way like that, underneath a character. I don't know what this one means, but Kushi. Something Kushi. Skushi, something like that. No! Again, the hiragana and symbols like these are actually very easy to learn. I say that, again, I don't remember what this one is, but quite a lot of them, but they're actually very easy to learn. Quite easy to learn the basics of Japanese, but again, kanji is just ridiculous. I feel like it's probably best to pick it up when you're a kid, with especially the kanji. I think kids are probably the best learners of kind of image learning and associating an image with something or a picture. Crybabies. Misty Valley. An elf from Misty Valley? What happened to you, Puck? Misty Valley? But Puck doesn't even know what that is. What's wrong with her? Again, I'm quite sad that these guys have got to live. Quite ashamed, to be honest. Well, wait for me. They do very much look like something from Monty Python. This guy, especially on the right here. It looks like a Digimon, pawn chessmon. It's just a pawn from chess, obviously. You couldn't tell. Pawn chessmon. Like they couldn't just call him pawnmon. Had to have the chess in there. Yeah, it almost looks like a little mixture of Digimon and fucking Monty Python, which I never thought I'd say. Love a bit of Monty Python. First I've prayed to God in 10 years. You gotta be kidding. I didn't really think it was haunted. Man, one hell of a night. I tell you. Yeah, this guy lost all his teeth. At least that's a little bit of comeuppance for this guy. This guy lost most of his tongue as well, to be fair, so I guess they got a little bit in return, but oh crap, something's happening. What the? All this mist suddenly. Oi, just now. Yeah? I don't like this. This guy just can't talk, can he? What is it? A load of spirits. One flashes by this guy's head. Oh crap! Oh wait, I thought it would just be one. I thought so. They're not actual spirits. I thought this might be that elf that we saw earlier on in the series returning. That kind of ran away from when Rickett was there, and Skull Knight arrived. But I guess it's just a bunch of them. First a monster and now elves? Dear God, this ain't some kid's fairy tale. It is a fairy tale. Is this the same one? Because it's got those same wings, I think, actually. I think this probably is that same one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yes, this is a fairy tale for children. Conviction arc, the Lost Children chapter, the Elves of Mist Valley. And so yeah, I'm guessing these are the Elves of Mist Valley, and this is probably why that woman was so scared. Because there's little ravenous elves out there like this. Are most elves like this then? Or is Puck like an exception? Or are these guys the exception? Can't help but feel like probably Puck's the exception, right? Yeah, I really like the design of this this elf. Really cool, doesn't it? A bit like moth-like. I don't like that it's nude. But they're all nude. I don't like that's nude and it's got boobs. But yeah, good chapter here. We'll just skip so I have to censor. Yeah, good chapter there. Return of Puck, love to see that. But yeah, we'll get into the second one. Yeah, it looks like this is all kind of coming under this Lost Children chapters. Over there, that's my village. Pretty run down. that was the first thing you say. Pretty run down. Doesn't everything that run down in this fucking time, in this age? I guess we just missed out on those elves, but seemingly they're coming for guts. Oh, it looks like he lent her his cape. Nice of him. It's quite a bit smaller than, I guess it's tied up. Yeah, it's tied up, isn't it? So this is Jill. So this is her name. So I was right. Again, you never really know. I was saying it's probably her, but I was also kind of ready for the fact that she might have died and we met another woman named Jill. Stuff like that has happened before. Yo! Oh, that's a sound effect. Looks like people are just looking at them, outsiders from in their homes. All their homes boarded up. Probably because of these elves, I imagine. I feel like if it was massive monsters they were afraid of, there'd be massive boardings up. But they've only boarded up their windows and the small parts of their houses, the small cracks. So again, it makes me feel like they don't want any little elves getting in their house. As these guys have a little peek, which is probably quite dangerous. As there's just an old woman sitting out there. Is that a baby? That's a cat. Looks like a nun. Looks totally run down. Yeah, I guess it does look a little run down. Guts, I guess you're right a little bit. I wouldn't say run down. I'd say closed off. Looks like. Jill? Jill, you? Is that her mum? I thought she was a woman. That's a girl. Where have you been all night, girl? At a time like this, do you know how worried I was? It looks like it was her mother crying right there. Probably, as you can respect, probably thought it was dead in this world, in this universe, Berserk. Where have you been all night, girl? All right, Mum. Shh, shh. At a time like this, do you know how worried I was? What? Jill? Huh. Jill. Running out like you. Running out like that all of a sudden. Where the hell have you been wandering all night, huh? Still drinking this entire time. Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't look like the most wholesome person right here. Man or woman. I'm not really sure which one. That's a man, isn't it? I think it's got a moustache and beard. I'm calling it. Him. Apologies. Again, I hate people that fucking police how you speak like that. Might offend a few people with me saying that, but I mean, respectfully, I'll call someone something if they want me to, and if they're asked in a respectful way. But you can't police what I call things. That is just not free speech, and I feel like that's that way the world's going. But yeah, no more talk about that. Again, that just rouse feathers, unfortunately. So what? You look like a fool still wearing that thing. Dear, please stop. She'll come back safe after all. Shay, what? You stupid runt. The way these guys talk. To be fair, I'm probably. I'll be interested to see Americans' reaction to this manga and see how they voice these lines of dialogue. Again, I'm probably quite. Imagine if you guys are American, I'm probably quite good at it. You see people like this in England sometimes. Usually they're kind of crackheads, or what America you guys would call like meth heads and such, and meth addicts. They're kind of always, yeah, a certain type of person. But yeah, you do see these guys every now and then on the street shouting and talking like this. You look like a fool still wearing that thing. Dear, please stop. She's come back safe after all. I'm wondering, this woman almost looks a bit like a nun as well. Why this decently looking woman, nice seeming woman, has had a baby with this guy? Maybe he's turned out this way, but bad choice. It looks a bit like a jockey. A horse rider here. Shay, what? You stupid runt. Me and my war buddies here was just reminiscing about about the glory of the battlefield. They look relatively sober and alright, to be fair, but look at the state of this guy. Jesus. You stupid runt. How did they manage to have a kid this cute as well? Looking like this. Probably got it from my mum. This stupid one. Me and my war buddies, yeah? Was just reminiscing. Hi, Jill. Glad to see you're okay. Sorry about last night. Yeah, they actually seem pretty nice, actually. Yeah, I was going to say, hopefully this... Oh, shit, bad move. Although, I don't know. Bad move. I wouldn't. This guy really shouldn't say anything to Guts or anything, which I imagine is probably going to happen. That being said, go buy some booze. You're going to keep drinking? Sorry, I'm used to that voice now. You're going to keep drinking? Jill, stop that. Enough already. Day after day, you babble on about some old battle you lost. Why don't you think about us some? That's what you call, well, I was going to say PTSD, just post-traumatic stress and the memories of the battlefield. I do find that darkly fascinating, unfortunately, the kind of trauma that soldiers and warriors go through on the battlefield and seeing how much it affects them. We're seeing that with Vinland Saga right now, again, bringing that up again, but very good story. Like I said, I'm always quite interested in seeing how they deal with it and just how much it affects them after the fact, because it really does. Like in real life, it really does stay with you for the rest of your life. I mean, I can't speak from experience or anything, but like you can just tell looking at some of these people, looking in their eyes, looking at the people that have killed other men, seemingly innocent men, perhaps. A range of stuff: regret, revenge, sadness, anger, a whole range of stuff. I find anything with a lot of emotions like that quite fascinating. Jill! Lost battle? Old babble? Don't talk to me like you know more than that. Sorry. Don't talk to me like you know more than a kid. We fought our hearts out so our wives and children could live in safety. I served my country, crawling under the cannonballs, and came away with a bum leg. What? What's that look? Apologise to your father, Jill. Out of the way. Mom! That looks like he's hitting his wife as well. He does bring up a decent point here. Again, as much as a dickhead this guy very much seems, like I said, everyone's had experiences no matter how bad you are. There's a reason he's like this. And he does make a good point here. He fought his heart out for his family, just so they could be safe, just so the country of women and children could be safe. I served my country, crawling around under cannonballs, and came away with a bum leg. Again, perhaps some people wish they didn't come back at all. Maybe that's why some of them went to the battlefield in the first place. Like I said, there's plenty of interesting things surrounding situations like this. As he sheds a tear. And you lose some of your best friends, like some of these people that put their lives on the line for you. You'd never meet people in the real world that would do that for you. Everyone on the street's just a stranger. They'll say how are you and such, but when you're in the army, like I said, you make pacts and you make friendships and bonds, and you die for each other. And again, you'll never find anything like that outside of the army, so a lot of people miss it. And it's just so much interesting psychological stuff going on there. Those are the eyes you used to look at the father who risked his life for his family? What was that look for? What? Huh? What? It's just beating over a stick. You gotta show some more respect. You gotta be nicer to me. Damn, he's really having a fucking tantrum right now, isn't he? Like I said, probably quite a bit of old memories and such coming back. Got quite emotional. But it does not warrant abusing people like this. Waja! Looks like Puck's having his way. Alright, every time I see this, I'm going to associate it with Puck, because I just instantly see this and don't think much of it. I feel like I'm just like looking at a flower, hit this guy on the head or something. That's Puck. Waja! Bloody knee dull. When did you? Who are you? What the hell are you doing? No. It was this. A fair few confused, scared looks. As expected, like I said, I think this whole town seems to be kind of terrorized by these elves, potentially. Unfortunate for Park. An elf? He's got an elf with him. Good grief. What's the deal with these people? What did I do? Just like in the real world, it's not what you've done, it's what your race done. Yee! Stay back! Stay back! Jill, you hurry and get in the house. No, Mum. I won't hurt you again. That elf saved me. He's not from the Misty. Oh crap. The whole town's come out. Does your kind swarm about and eat sorry, I was about to say corpses. That would be, again, just natural train of thought in this series. Does your kind swarm about and eat crops? Oh, I guess that's probably a problem as well. Their farm and their food probably getting taken from elves. That's a bastard. That and wild animals. What's it called? The food getting infected. Alongside now, you got elves fucking stealing it. Farmers in these days have no let up in their problems, do they? People stealing as well. Fuck, still face here. You there? You're gonna hand that elf over to us peacefully. That's fine by me. No, it isn't. But first, I want to know why. Shut up. Just give it here. Otherwise, we'll beat you dead. Yeah. You're wrong. He's not one of the Mist Valley elves. Jill, just come inside the house. Oh boy. Doesn't seem talking's going to get us anywhere. Bloodthirsty eyes. Don't just stand there. Skewaddle. Again, I'm loving the return of Puck already. Like I said, nice bit of relief. Skedaddle. Skedaddle. Oh shit. Who's that? Is that Jill's mum attacking us? I don't see anyone else dressed like that. And I don't see any men dressed like that. Is that Jill's mum? Oh no, is that the old woman that we saw earlier? Bloody hell. Just looking after a cat. What's she on about? She just falls to the ground, unfortunately. I mean, guts, you could have at least caught her. I know she was attacking you, but at least caught her. Poor woman. Give my child back. Give my grandchild back. Old lady? I screwed up. He attacked that old woman. Wait, did he? Oh, he tripped. Oh, I see it. I thought she just tripped on a rock or something. Looks like he actually tripped her up. Oh, that's even worse. Guts taking out old fucking woman. Now that's going to get the whole village to attack you. He attacked that old woman. Get in the pouch. Maybe they'll calm down if I kill one or two. Really? You shouldn't kill any of them. Guts, don't! I mean, they probably would calm down if you kill a couple of them, but not the right approach. But then again, like I said, he just tripped over an old lady, which is all signals go on a attack Guts. Stop! Everybody, stop it! Damn it! Death to the elf! And they're still going after the elf. This guy looks like fucking Leprechaun. Have you guys ever seen the Leprechaun movies? Some classics in their own right. Some B-movie classics. I've seen a few of them. I haven't seen In Space. I've seen a few scenes from all of them. I've seen all the death scenes from all of them. I know that. But I've seen the first one. I've seen In the Hood and Back to the Hood, which were, again, eventful. Terrible, but in a good way. That's what I like about horror movies. You can enjoy good horror movies, and you can also enjoy bad horror movies. I don't think you can say that about much else, but many other genres. But then again, I haven't really done too much of horror is my kind of main genre. I watch other movies, don't get me wrong, but I'll willingly watch a bad horror movie. I won't willingly kind of watch a movie I know is bad that's in another genre, especially like a drama or something. or a comedy. Takes out the giant sword, which could probably kill like 20 of them in a swipe, probably. Oh damn, we are striking, are we? I don't think we've actually hit anyone, luckily. Just giving a little test of our power against this this crate of barrels, which probably has quite I'm probably going on quite a bit this episode because I've only had like a couple hours sleep. I know I've gone on quite a few tangents this episode. Oh, I actually haven't. It's actually kind of normal pace. But yeah, I didn't have too much sleep last night. Had an early morning tonight. This morning. There you go. Yeah, probably had some valuable resources of water or something in there. Fortunately for these people, but at least didn't kill them. So I guess they're lucky in that regard. Hey, don't let him go. Don't let the elf escape alive. Nice escape. Grah. See him? That way. Ugh. Why did it turn out like this? I'll get them. Ignoramuses. Some arson, maybe? Let's go, Puck. No, we can't. Again, we've already destroyed some of their equipment and barrels. It'll take them a while to replace, especially with this elf situation. I mean, a lot of text here. I mean, probably the most amount ever in this in this amount of space. Not ever in a page, but I mean, what's the big idea? Catch the charming little elf and beat him to death? They're psychos, a den of twisted sex offenders. Usually, elves are synonymous with cuteness. When a head or two are Usually, elves are synonymous with cuteness. When a head or two of cattle get stolen, ain't it a happy old tradition in backwards joints like this to just smile and say, it was just a mischievous elf? Bizarre character, this one. He is. That's supposed to be an elf's privilege. Ah. Don't you get that? Someone ought to beat your attitudes into shape. Keep your chin down. Grit your teeth. Just asking them to bear it. But yeah, like I said earlier, it looks like they've got quite a few kind of food resource issues with the elves as well. How are you meant to farm with elves outside and just always accessible to your crops and such? Do they even need to eat, these demon elves? Do they even need to eat? Are they all demons as well, is a question. Like, I'm pretty sure that main elf's a demon, but or maybe she's not. Maybe like Puck kind of said there. Maybe there's like a bit of mischief. Done yet? Since when did that my satchel become your nest? Don't sweat the details. Just think of it as having picked up a good luck charm. Means you're lucky. So it was quite funny. This is almost like Guts' Behelit. Guts' version of Griffith's Behelit. His little Puck. There's a little bit of goodness in his life. Mr. Swordsman? Little elf? What's lucky about you? Oh, I read that in the wrong order again, apologies. What's lucky about you? My luck just took a nosedive. Yeah. I'll curse you. Mr. Swordsman? Little elf? I'm sorry. If only I'd warned you ahead of time. This wouldn't have... Why didn't you warn us ahead of time? You saw the elf before. You saw the elf way before we came to your hometown. Surely, I doubt Guts is much of a talker. Surely, between that time that you walked, that span of distance, you could have brought that up. I doubt they were having a chit chat about something more important. What I'm trying to say. No kidding. Thanks to that, I missed out on some valuable info. Unpark. Are you okay, Jill? Sure, I'm fine. You can hide in that windmill shed. No one used it since it broke down. When night falls, I'll bring some food. Then we'll talk. Stay put till then. Hey, Jill, right? If you come, do it towards morning. Do not come near me before dawn breaks, no matter what. Oh yeah, you know what? That reminds me. I mean, a few chapters ago, so they said, I think the light is the kind of breaking of the kind of demons coming towards Guts. They all come at night, but that I didn't really realize at the time. But earlier, in the last chapter, they said Guts said that he had 3 whole kind of days of darkness. So I'm guessing that was a pretty rough 3 days, and maybe that 3 days was actually what happened in the earlier chapters in the series, perhaps with the Mother Slugger and the kind of snake demon. Perhaps they were the 2 days beforehand, and that was the 3rd day. That would make sense, I guess. It would also make sense remembering about, especially the Mother Slugger stuff, about Guts kind of looking into the God Hand, Femto and such as well, being, well, it's still 2 years difference, but yeah, whatever. Maybe I'm just talking rubbish there. Huh? I doubt you want a repeat of last night. Yeah, took long enough. Yeah. How long was I supposed to wait, you slut? On a slut? A slut or a slug? How long was I supposed to wait, you slug? I'm sorry. Now, you proved your point. It's because you're this way. It's because you're this way that Jill was turned out the way she is. Don't you see that? Discipline her. I'll be mindful. I'm gonna take a pish. A different guy. Oh no, he's just, it's a different one saying he's gonna take. It's not the dad saying. Okay. Like he was heading to where she was hiding. Look at this guy. She brings it and he knocks it right out of her hands. Ugh. Covers herself in the coat. Oak. Not the best home situation, to say the least then. I mean, again, Berserk, what was I expecting? A loving family at home, a nice mother and father, at least a nice sibling, just darkness. Just darkness. Do you know what, this scene almost reminds me a little bit of Carrie. A little bit with Carrie getting kind of locked in her. Obviously, Carrie didn't lock herself in the kind of cellar, but it reminds me of Carrie locking her, getting locked in the cellar. And a little bit like with her kind of religious mother as well. It's nice that she can find a little bit of comfort in the in Guts' cape. As it turns dark, it looks like. Is that the sun? Not being sure if I'm stupid here. I mean, obviously you'd think that'd be the moon. I feel like that's the sun in a kind of reverse shot. A beautifully drawn sunset there, though. She really came now? Oh, is this the... Oh, I guess that was the moon, and this is the sun coming up instead of going down. Okay, makes sense. I was going to say, she came at the exact wrong time if this was the sun going down. Mr. Swordsman? Bit of a mess. Bit of a mess here. Couple spirits. Let him be a while. Look at him sleeping with that huge ass sword. You know, we do know Guts like sleeping with a sword, though, don't we? Comfort in it. The spirits fade away into the light. He just fell asleep a minute ago. A black swordsman. With an elf. He's come from a strange world. Someplace I don't know, other than here. She returns the cape. That's nice, isn't it? Gives the cape back to him. And that is the end. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Good couple chapters here. Again, not a massive amount happened in terms of the demons and such, but interesting kind of new town. And Jill, this Jill character as well, she's got, like I said, quite the interesting, almost Carrie-like situation going on here. Fortunately, she's got a abusive mother that seems to just only respect the father, and understandable because he's the provider, if you know what I'm saying. He's the one that didn't give up his life, but he puts life on the line for his wife and daughter and family, and obviously she massively respects that, which is understandable. He probably provides a lot of this, but it seems like it is a thankless job, to say the least. Quite the abusive situation. Obviously we've got this stuff with the townspeople, but yeah, the looming threat of elves is going to be what's going to be happening, I think, in the next couple of chapters. So looking forward to see that. We'll again just read the chapter name, see if we can get a little clue as to what we can expect next time without spoiling it too much. We're almost done with this one, I think. This volume's gone by really quickly. So that's an issue. Looks like we're probably going to have to do 3 chapters next time. I did think it was even, but I guess there was a... Sure, what happened? What happened here? So I done those two together. No, I done those who hunt dragons and black swordsmen together. I see where I went wrong here. Yeah, there's an... yeah, apologies. I'm ending the video this way. This revelation that there's actually an odd number of chapters. So yeah, it looks like I'll probably be doing 3 chapters next time out. So probably a little bit longer video for you guys, which is good for you guys. But yeah, I've got By Air, Elf Bugs, and Berserk the Prototype, which is very interesting. Again, can understand these two relating to the elf situation, but Berserk Prototype, that is an interesting name. The Prototype for what exactly? A new weapon for Guts's hand or something, perhaps the maybe the arrow shooter thing that we haven't seen him actually use yet, except for in the past chapters. interesting. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section below. Again, fleshed out the town and the situation that's going on there pretty nicely. A few of the characters as well. Jill especially. Again, looking forward to seeing what comes from her. Do leave a like on the video if you guys did like this one though, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I'll be back. Do you know what? I was thinking I might just do the chapter now. The additional chapter. I did just do the outro, but forget that happened. Yeah, I might as well do that now. My bum does hurt a little bit. Sitting down so long. But can you imagine there's people where I used to work, there's people that used to work on desks that stand up all day. Can't imagine that. But either way, standing or sitting, you got to be there for hours. I can understand maybe going from one to the other, but standing up all day sounds like pain in the same spot. But yeah, we'll do the final chapter by air today. Like I said, again, you guys can tell I haven't really had much sleep, can you? I can. The Conviction Arc, Lost Children chapter by air. There's still a little motherfucking demon here. Tiny little bastard. Just caresses his neck. Just instinctively crushed. Looks like a pizza. Oh, it looks a bit like a I was going to say tongue licker. What are they called? Those little aliens from Alien. My mind's going blank. Look what I'm having to type in here. Alien little creatures. No, it's not Xenomorph. Facehugger, that's the one. What did I say? I can't remember what I said. Face licker or something. Tongue licker or something like that. Facehugger, that's what it is. I do love a facehugger. They are really cool small creatures, like really threatening small creatures. I think it's that kind of sexual threat, isn't it, of inserting something into you that really makes them quite offensive. Love the Alien movies. It's horrible that I started with Alien 3. The ones I watched first were because they're always on TV. I don't know why, like the TV in the UK always don't get me wrong, we played some really good movies at points and such, but a lot of the time there's a lot of bad movies on. I think that was like the kind of dump yard for movies. And the first one I watched was Alien 3, and then I watched Alien vs Predator and Alien vs Predator Requiem, all of which pretty bad. I mean, I liked Alien 3 when I first watched it and such, but now I've seen Alien 1 and Alien 2. Alien 3 is, yeah, especially the start is just, yeah, no, did not like that at all. But I didn't mind Alien vs Predator 1 or 2 when I was a kid. Like I said, I kind of grew up watching a lot of TV movies and such, horror movie channels. But nowadays you just can't see anything. Especially Requiem, I think it is. It's just so dark. It's hard to see anything in that movie. Like it's not the worst movie ever, but it's just almost unwatchable visuals wise. But yeah, enough about that. Shame, to be honest. I quite like the Alien movies that came out not so long ago from Ridley Scott, Covenant and Prometheus. They were pretty good actually, but not sure what's happening with the third one of those. Just there was meant to be 3, but there's only been 2 so far, and it's been quite a few years since the last one. But yeah, enough about Alien. Very good series if you haven't seen it. I imagine all of you have though. Just when I thought I could sleep after 4 days. Looks like this little girl's finally getting some sleep with you though. It's that little resting place. Huh? As he sees her bruises and beatings. And I was going to say earlier, kind of reminds me of that guy saying he had a kind of stumped leg. Almost reminds me a little bit of Gambino with his leg. And his situation. Slightly different, but similar as well. Probably what Guts is thinking here as well. Thinking back to his past. Looks like there's a fair few of these little buggers left. Eek. Ah. What happened to this little monster? Where'd it go? Why don't you tell me about the Misty Valley? The valley is east of the valley is east of this village over 3 mountains. For some strange reason, a mist hangs there all year round, so everyone calls it the Misty Valley. So that's where these those bastards we saw earlier arrive at, I guess. There's a legend that elves have lived there for a long time. They're just playing with the dragonflies, snails, cheeky bastards. But wait. Why does everyone get that look on their face when anyone mentions elves? Did something happen? Is that a little bit cheese? Puck's got there. I guess a weird swarm did go rampaging in the fields. Oh, rude. We'd never do that. You might be right. Eh? For some years now, the villagers in this area have been attacked by mysterious creatures. Fields and storehouses are attacked and crops are devoured. Lots of livestock are killed too. Oh my god, they just... bones. Bones left. Yeah, it looks like that group of elves are causing a lot of mischief. Well, mischief to say the least. A lot of issues to this village. Everyone who sees them say the same thing, that they're elves. It must be the elves of the Misty Valley. It's quite Irish, isn't it? It kind of feels quite Irish. These elves, these people looking like this. Are we in Ireland now, or this out there? Do you reckon? That's nuts. It can't be. Elves attacking human villagers? Elves naturally do all they can to avoid being seen by humans. What are you babbling on about? It's some kind of mistake. Have you ever seen them, Jill? Yes, my village has been attacked many times. They're small and glow faintly. There are insect wings on their backs, and they're shaped like people. We've got a match. Look at it. Oh man. Again, I love it. I love the return of Puck here. Harmful bug. I do love this return of Puck. Like I said, it adds a nice bit different flavour to the story. But I think something's not right. Something's strange, and I don't think it's true. You're just too kind, I do declare. Helpful bug. I am useful, you see? But it's true that damage has been done. And not just to the fields and livestock. There's another reason why everyone in the village is scared. It's that those little ones also attack humans and eat them. And they carry off children. Damn, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? Getting attacked by these little buggers. Stealing your children, eating you. Imagine that. Imagine how disrespectful that is, getting eaten by bugs. Ah, it's daytime right now. Jill? Why is Why is his brand bleeding? It's daytime. Was it also daytime when we saw in the first few chapters? Was it daytime when that guy arrived and Guts was setting out on his journey? It was, wasn't it? I guess it doesn't have to be night for Guts to be attacked, but it's just much more likely, I guess. And I imagine that's probably the elves on their way. What? Just crash through the door. Yeah. A load of them. Holy shit, yeah, there's no stopping this. I was gonna say, maybe if there's like a few of them, you probably might be able to kill them. I imagine they're probably quite hard to, like a fly, quite hard to squat. But this many, yeah, I can understand why everyone's so scared. Nothing you can do about this. Interesting that they're just going straight past Guts. That's them. Oh shit, I've seen this shot before. I love these new shots of Guts. Again, looking very, very villainous. I mentioned this a lot in this volume, but ever since the start of this volume and the end of the eclipse, he really has just looked like an absolute villain, like a crazed man, hasn't he? That's what revenge does to you, I think, though, isn't it? It's the taste of revenge, sweet blood. That's them. Oh no, they're headed for Jill's village. What will they do? Hey, what will you do? What will you do? Well, they ain't pesky little elves. They're something else. I've noticed this volume, we've had a lot of very famous shots that I've seen from Berserk. Like a lot of shots I've seen in big thumbnails for YouTube videos and over Twitter and such. I had almost exclusively, almost all of them in this last volume, funnily enough. Since the start of Guts' revenge. Get in your houses, people, get in your houses. Ah! They're here! The elves! The elves are here! Women and children hold on to each other. Oh boy. Oh fucking hell, no! Poor dog. Oh my god. How did he survive all this time? He very much looks like Scooby-Doo, doesn't he, this dog? Probably the same breed. But god damn. Wondering what these were. These are fucking holes somehow. Guess, did they just fly through him? Bloody hell. I mean, at least it wasn't awfully long. Instantly died, and I guess that's what happened to the cows earlier as well. They just got fucking torn apart till there's just bones left. Did they eat him? Fucking hell. That's ruthless. Now we're actually going to see it. Yeah, they just tear him down to the bone. I'm guessing they're kind of eating everything between the skin and the bone. Bloody hell. Pig just absolutely ravaged. Bloody hell. Oh god. How's you guys? I'm gonna go to bed after this. I was gonna record a Actually, the sound gets in a line, but I am tired. Getting apologies if I well, obviously I'm seeing a bit more tired than usual, but if it's any worse than usual. Brace it! Brace the door! I was gonna say it's probably not going to work because they're so small. They can put such an amount of impact in such a small area. That and the area is that small that they can just kind of fit through. It's going to be like size of in between your hands, so it's kind of pointless bracing getting near this door. Almost seems pointless that they're boarding them up at all, actually, doesn't it? Look at these little bastards. Look at these little weird horns as well. They've got like insect antennas, like ant antennas, aren't they? Strange, isn't it? Maybe they're all kind of offspring of that demon one, and they all kind of transmit with each other that way, and they're different from elves in that way. That they've got. I don't think normal elves have got these, have they? Or ones that look like that. They've also got no faces. They're just faceless. Imagine this being what you hear before death as well. Horrible way to go out. Dad! Oh god, not the kid. Are they only taking the kid? Oh my god. No, they're not. Jesus. What have I just seen? Jesus. Bloody hell, I didn't even see this one here. Just dead. Just eaten. Looks like something that happened, like a nuclear explosion or something. Just, whew, everything's gone. Aye! Bloody hell. So they're enjoying it. Oh wow. I didn't even notice that. Look at this little one coming out the eyeball. Jesus Christ. This is insane. These little bastards are insane. Couple coming out the mouth. This one's shooting out the right eye. This one out the left. Imagine that. Imagine seeing your... I mean, one thing. Imagine seeing your fucking parents and family die. Imagine seeing them die like this. Jesus Christ. You half-wit? Go outside. What the hell are you thinking? But dear. And very British terms as well they're using here. They must be English subtitlers, translators that do this. But I say that, some of the text earlier with the schlocky drunk talk seems like something an American would write as an English person would say. As English as it does sound. You're half-wit. Go outside. What the hell are you thinking? But dear. Jill. Jill's still out there. Leave the fool girl be. She's in the wrong for wandering around outside at a time like this. It ain't my fault. It's amazing you can just say that. I mean, it's a stupid thing to go out like in a time like this. But imagine saying that about your daughter, just leaving her. Wow, this song again. So do you know what? It's so amazing, like with Spotify and YouTube, that you can shuffle things. It's 400 songs on here, and you get the same song as you heard earlier on. So weird. I just listened. This was the song that was just on. I just listened to this song, by the way. Like, just listened to it. Wow. What are the chances of that? I feel like I said that in one of my latest Berserk reactions as well. What? It's just never ending. it's just the choice between... What is going on? It's just these These songs or nothing. These two or nothing. Yeah, it looks that way. What the hell is going on? It's these two or nothing, isn't it? Bloody hell. I'll catch a break this morning. Listened to a lot of Blink-182 recently. Used to listen to them a lot when I was going through high school. Didn't listen to it for a fair few years, maybe 5 or 6 years, but I do like going back to music I used to listen to quite a lot. A lot of emo stuff. As much as I very much wasn't like an emo or anything, that was definitely my type of music back in the day. Jill's still out there. Leave the fool girl be. She's in the wrong for wandering around outside at a time like this. Ain't my fault. Why's my luck so rotten, huh? Damn it all. Looks like he does care about her. Oh, I missed this. Damn it, no one round here listens to a thing I say. Why's my luck so rotten, huh? Damn it all. Ah, it's Thomas from the Hansons. Were they killed? And he's crying again. Yeah, it looks like he does care a little bit. Doesn't show it very much. I guess I can kind of understand about him saying no one listens to him as well, because we haven't. No one has listened to him. Understandably. Why would you? Let's play. Let's play. Yeah. Hey, let's go. Big black cape. Stay down, kid. Let's go, guards. Oh shit. What a shot that is. Oh my god. And that's the end of the chapter. Wow, what a shot that is. Guts just fly swatting. Jesus. That is brutal. Best bit. I'm talking like that drunk guy. Best bit. Best bit of a fly squatting I've seen. I'm terrible at it. If there's a fly in my room, I'm there for ages. I'm terrible at it. I don't like flies. I like insects. I don't like flies. Flies are just annoying. They're probably the one animal. Probably a fair few I don't like, but they're the one off the top of my head, the most common one which I don't like. Flies can piss off. Wasps as well. Wasps can piss off. Funny enough, you know, I brought up the when I watched Chainsaw Texas, the remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the X-Men Origins Wolverine on the same night. On that same night, I actually got stung by a bee that came into my window. First time and the only time I've ever been stung by one. Wasn't that bad though. Yeah, wasps can piss off as well. Yeah, look at this. This one's cut in half. This one's also just fucked. But look at the blade. The blade is the best part about this shot, isn't it? All these motherfuckers just squished flat. Deserved, considering the amount of fucking damage these guys can do. Like just ravaging through things instantly. Bloody hell. These are almost like little wasps though, aren't they? They are not elves, are they? Not. I mean, they are elves, but they're not. They are more insect-like. I know Pug's got these wings, and he's got some antennas as well. We'll just go back quickly. But he's not really got antennas, has he? Actually. And we have seen demons before with very insect-based. A fair few of them. No, he's got these wings. They're different wings though, aren't they? These are not insect wings that Pug's got here. Hard to actually see a shot of him with his wings down. There we go. I mean, they do slightly look like insect wings, to be fair, actually. But these really look like insect wings, and they've also got the stingers of a wasp / bee, haven't they? On the back, and the antennas. I think they are more insect based, aren't they? Which is probably the demon side of them, perhaps. All these little guys is that kind of insect demon slash elf kind of mixture. But yeah, I love this. I love this. This one's actually, you can actually see it's half on the blade here, and then coming off. That's brutal. Great, but brutal. Love this shot. Who knows what I'm gonna have to pick? It's annoying with the text sometimes getting in the way a little bit of some of these thumbnails, because I'd love to use this, but also because it's really long, it's hard to actually fit on a page of a thumbnail. I'd have to cut off some bits, but I'd love to put this as a thumbnail if I could, but I don't think I can. That's a fucking awesome shot. Probably the best shot of these chapters. Kid ducking there, but I love this. Just instantly, just sword. That's so sick. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I guess I'll do the real outro now. Thank you guys for bearing with me through that. Apologies, and again, thank you for bearing with me through this very tired state as well. Probably shouldn't have done this video. I was going to wait, but I thought, why not? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys thought of these chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like this video, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. This is actually recorded a fair few days in advance, so I think I'll be releasing this on Friday, so I should be back on Tuesday with the final couple chapters of this volume. This volume's been really awesome so far, hasn't it? Again, fully new experience, and it's been really great so far. The return of Puck has been absolutely awesome. Like I said, is a very much needed bit of comic relief after what we've been through lately. But yeah, interesting kind of new threat here with these elves and these demonic insect-like elves. And they are very insect-like in the way they kill things as well, kind of all working as a unit, all faceless, which I kind of synonymize with ants. I mean, ants have faces, of course, but they are kind of an army, aren't they? They're more the group than they are an individual ant. I kind of see these the same way. They're very ant-like, all working as a unit, having no faces, the way they ravage things quickly as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day, guys.